First, about your relationship with Coach McNeil. I guess you knew him pretty well at Appalachian State.
Yeah, I sure did. He was my position coach and my defense coordinator up there. Great guy, great relationship with him. He's a heck of a motivator. He'll have his team ready, but I love him to death.
You talked about all this week at all?
No.
How much have you followed his career at all? I mean, is it just kind of every now and then you see a score and you say, oh, there's Ruffin?
Well, I mean, we were really close as a player and coach relationship, so wherever he made a stop, I always knew where he was. We ever go to a convention, we always talked and hung out a little bit, but, we don't speak on the phone all that often, but we're very close. I mean, if I were to walk up to him tomorrow and say, hey, I need some help, he's going to help me. And same thing with me. I'd do anything for him.
How's the offensive line looking?
Right now, we're looking okay. We're working hard, trying to get better. The proof's in the competition on Saturday night, so we'll see how we stack up against them. We got to go out and play well. I think if we play assignment-oriented football, we're going to be okay. We can't go out there and not know what we're going to do, so we'll see.
Philosophically, is the goal for you guys, and this is just a general question, play the same 5 guys the whole game, or do you like to get those guys a blow if you can? Do you expect them to be ready to go?
I mean, I don't really have a goal as far as who's going to play. I have a goal in getting people prepared to play at a high level, and I think you can play 6 guys. I think you can play 7 guys, but it's all going to be dictated upon can they go out there and play at that level. If they can't, I'm not going to play them, and that's my determining factor, whether to play guys 6, 7, 5, it doesn't matter.
How many do you have right now, do you think?
We potentially could have 6 or 7 right now. We really do. Some are younger guys that like to compete, and so that's half the battle. But I think we've got a solid 5 that we can put out there with a couple guys that come in there and spell them if we need to.
Who are the backups that you feel comfortable putting in the game right now?
I've got all 5 of them right now. I mean, I feel comfortable if they have to go in. I feel comfortable putting them in there. I've got no choice. I mean, I'm not going to substitute if I don't have to.
Do you hope to get them in there some because of the next game against Georgia, just kind of prepare them for that? Or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter to me. I hope to win the game. That's all I hope to do.
What have you thought about the progression of Shell and Metellus?
I think as any freshman comes in there, the speed of the game is so difficult to get accustomed to early on. Everything just kind of runs through their head. They play as if they're a baby, so to speak. And then 2 weeks into it, they get this bright light and say, oh, this is pretty easy. This is the same stuff I've done. And they learn different techniques. Some guys come out and they come from variations of offenses. Some are wing T that have never passed protecting before. Some are straight shotgun snap, throw it all around the place. And you've got to teach one this or that. Shell, for instance, didn't pass protect very much. So it was kind of awkward for him being in a 2-point stance and kick setting and doing some things like that. But he's coming along. He's doing a great job. Same thing with Mike Metellus. I'm very pleased with all our freshmen that come in. I mean, they're not ready to go play and win us a championship yet, but I'm really pleased with them, and I'm happy they're here. I'm thrilled to death they're here, and excited about the future of the O-line.
When it comes to redshirting guys, do you kind of already know who's going to redshirt, or is it just kind of who you need throughout the season?
I mean, we don't have many ball players here, so one goes down, potentially any one of those guys could go in there and play. So we just kind of play it by ear. Last year we were kind of in the same situation, and I think we redshirted everyone but Ronald Patrick because he had to go play 20 plays against Arkansas. But we were very fortunate to redshirt the other guys. So we're going to try to do the same with all of these guys, but if an opportunity presents itself where they got to go in there and play, they'll go play. I won't be hesitant to do that.
Shawn, is the challenge greater? You practice against a traditional 4-man front, and here you face a 3-man front in week 1?
I don't know if it's greater or not. I think you've got to be sound mentally and assignment oriented. I think you've got to almost picture multiple fronts. We have no idea what they're going to line up. I haven't seen a snap of them this preseason. For all I know, they could come out there in a 4-man front, a bear front, 3-man front. We're gonna take our time first couple series and kind of see what they're doing out there, and then make some adjustments. So we just hope to do things right and correctly, and then we'll play from there.
Assuming they do play 3-4, and that's also what Georgia's going to be doing, is that a positive for you?
There's so many variations. I mean, Georgia last year, they called them an odd front 3-4, but they reduced down and actually played a 4-man front for 90% of the game, just with 3 D linemen and 1 stand-up outside linebacker. So to say it's a 3-4, we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, there's so many variations of it. We'll find out.
Are you pleased?